In life, sometimes you don't always get to make the easy decisions. In our culture around us, we are noticing morality being changed. We are now calling what is evil good and what is good evil. We're trying to say that whatever is good for you is morally right. Well, that's just not the case. See, morality has to stem outside of our own personal desires and wants. See, because if morality is subjective only to the individual, then there is no objective morality, no morality that is beyond ourselves. But the truth is, there is a morality beyond ourselves. This last few weeks, we've noticed some disgusting things happening in our culture. We noticed that in New York, that they have passed a bill to murder babies in the sanctity of their own mother's womb to the day of birth. I don't know about you guys, but my heart sank and is broken for the evil that is happening in our culture. We know, especially as Christians, we know that abortion is murder. But even more, it is now not only illegal to kill the baby up to the day of birth, but it was celebrated. They actually celebrated and rejoiced that they were going to kill babies. My heart sank. In a culture that is morally corrupt, we have to stand up for what's morally right. This reminds me of a part of our devotion in Exodus chapter 1. There was these midwives that the Pharaoh had told to go and to kill all the Israelite male babies because they didn't want them to grow and to become mighty. So they wanted to kill all the babies that were male and just let the female ones live. Well, these midwives, they had this prick in their conscience that said, this isn't right. And the Lord put something in their heart that said, no, it's not right to kill babies. So they defied Pharaoh and did not kill the baby males. In our culture, there's a time where you just have to say, you know what? Just because something is legal doesn't mean that it is moral. We have to understand that, it's not about our comfort, it's not about our desire, and it's not about our choice. But it's about what's right and wrong objectively. And that's my heart today, is when I looked at these midwives, they stood for what was right. They didn't care about the consequences to themselves. They had to do what was morally right because God placed that on their heart. As Christians, we have to do what's morally right. We need to love people, but on the other hand too, we can't call evil good and good evil. It's not the way God has created it to be. I know this is a little bit more of an intense subject matter, and I just want you to know that I'm not judging anybody. I'm not doing that type of thing. But what I am is judging the laws that are wrong and immoral. God bless you. This has been the Heart of Devotion.